check, 1 2 1 2. Reporting live from Money Earning Mount Vernon. We bring to you the Nothing But Love podcast show on YouTube. I go by the name of Moneymike.
I go by the name of Mainovent.
And this is episode 14.
Yes, sir. It's been a ride, baby.
So, you want to start it off? How you want to do it?
No, just hit off the episodes.
All right, so we're going to share. This episode, we're going to do more of a recap of the last 13 episodes. Me and Maino, we've been through a lot of tribes and tribulations, a lot of
ups and downs.
Y'all see the growth. Y'all seen what it was 1 through 3.
Absolutely.
A lot of critics had their opinion. Yo, Maino need to talk more. Mike, you talking too much. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, they were saying that. They definitely were saying it.
You know what I'm saying? But what people need to understand, it was a process. We didn't go to school for this. None of us took journalism. You know what I'm saying? We just had a vision and we put it into effect. You know what I mean? And here we are, episode 13.
That's a fact.
So let's start off by the first episode. The first episode, we started off with me and Maino just giving you a background of us and the connection and how me and him know each other and a little history of us growing up in the late 80s, early 90s. And it's so funny because I can remember back, a lot of people thought the show was going to be like an old school show. Like,
yeah, they was like, y'all
going to talk about Skiki? Y'all going to talk about all this old school stuff? So, it's just so funny. That episode was real funny because people got the wrong concept of what was really happening. How did you see it, man?
I mean, I seen it the same way. I mean, everybody thought that, we was going to get up there and start, bragging about back in the days and, how much money we might have had or, things we were doing, cars, chicks, running around the spots and all that. But what you got to understand is that's the introduction of us. So in other words, if you don't know where we came from, you won't know where you're going. So it was our foundation to lay the foundation, let y'all know, what time it was going forward. So, like I said, we branched off from there, and then we just started giving you good interviews that everybody loves now.
Right. So we're going to jump into episode number 2. We had the infamous rap producer, hit beat maker, Vinny Idol from the Bronx.
My boy. Twin.
Vinny Idol, if I'm not mistaken, that he had the most views. I think 9,500, 9,000.
Yeah, 9,500 actually.
He had the most views.
And counting.
Yeah. He was really hyped about that. He helped us out with it. He helped us out with the marketing. He played a big role.
Absolutely.
With the success with that episode. Shout out to Vinny Idol.
He was very informative too. He definitely laid it down.
Yes.
And a real genuine brother, man. He let people know, about the inner workings of the music business and, how it is for producers coming up in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely laid it down. He did a good job.
And I want to point something out. We're not playing around on Nothing But Love podcast. You know
we ain't playing.
Vinny Idol net worth is $15 million. Yeah. Y'all could Google that. Net worth. Okay? We know some serious people. In life, it's about relationships. You know what I'm saying?
My net worth is $15.
So we just trying to really capitalize and cash in off our relationships over the years. And Vinny Idol's one of them. Me and him have a great relationship. Yeah. He hits me up on an off day, on a Tuesday. He hits me up.
Absolutely.
He's a good guy. You know what I mean?
Good guy.
Let's jump into episode number 3. Dio from Money Earning Mount Vernon. Damon, one of Heavy D's best friends, a.k.a. manager of Heavy D and Pete Rock. He was vice president at Uptown Records of A&R.
Very informative.
Dio wore many hats, very informative.
Yeah, good dude.
He was with Hev. When Hev was in his prime, he was with Hev everywhere. Michael Jackson's house, everything. Dio seen it all.
Yeah, let's talk about that Michael Jackson thing for a minute, man. It was crazy how he said how he met Michael Jackson.
Yes. He was there.
So where were they at? They was at a hotel or something, and he said that Mike called him on the phone?
Yeah, no. Mike wanted to do a song with Hev.
Okay.
Mike called Hev on the phone. They thought it was a joke. Right. And hung up the phone.
I think they was going to get punked or something like that?
Yeah, Hev thought he was on an episode of Punk. He didn't think it was real.
Right.
And when they realized it was real, I think Mike called them back and they realized it was real. Somebody was like, nah, that's really Mike. And then
right.
They went to the studio and Mike came into the studio. He used to wear all these type of crazy outfits when he was on the street and stuff like that. So,
and he had a fat suit on.
Yes.
A fat suit.
Yes. So Dio is a person that You know, Dio been around the world. He helped a lot of people out, got a lot of people deals, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. He helped a lot of people out in the music industry.
Dio wore a lot of hats too.
He wore a lot of hats. True story.
A lot of hats. Manager.
Yes.
He was doing. Wasn't producing. What he said he was doing in the stadium when he was. Oh, a sound guy. He was like a sound.
Right.
Guy.
That's how he started off.
Okay, sound.
He
guy.
started off doing the lighting.
The lighting. That's what it was.
That's
right?
what
it was. A sound.
On tour. He was doing the lighting, and then he just blew up from there. You know, that was in the beginning. You know, everybody trying to figure out what's their job, what's their niche, and he found his niche. He grew with the record industry.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that was 88, 89, and he grew. Everybody really didn't have no real title, and he took advantage of just being around.
Yeah, I like the way, like his genuineness, man. Like the way he was talking about Pete. You know what I'm saying? Saying how I think he said Pete was a genius. You know what I'm saying? Which he is. You know what I'm saying? He just gave the props, man. I guess he's into giving flowers, you know what I'm saying, when people are here, you know what I'm saying, instead of when they, they gone. So it's a good dude.
And I think you got to look at the situation. You know, Pete didn't start off being a producer. He learned from Eddie F. and on his own.
Right, he started off as a DJ.
And yeah, so to learn on your own like that and people helping you and then you just blow like that, like who would have thought Pete doing $40,000, $50,000 tracks years later? Who would have thought that?
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So it's real, you know. Time is everything in life.
Yeah, and just think about all the people that Dio worked with. It's
crazy,
for
sure,
man.
For sure. Dio worked with everybody.
His lineup was crazy. The people he know. Yeah. He's a good dude.
Yes. Yeah. Next we have the introduction of Kira.
Oh, Kira. Hey, girl.
Yeah.
What's up, Kira?
So I want to point out with Kira. So we both worked together at the post office, and I was doing a lot of skits with her. This is even before she even knew I wanted to do a podcast. So I was pretty much grooming her because I knew I wanted to do a podcast, but I wanted to see if it was going to work. So I would do skits like every other day because we crack every day regardless.
That's a fact.
Every single day, there's not even enough footage I can do that y'all can see. We crack every day. So I just put it to camera. The people loved it. Maybe 6 months, 8 months later, they was like, yo, y'all should do a podcast. I bought into that. So I started putting Mike vs. Kira. Everybody was like, do it. And then, the rest was history. One thing I want to say is that Kira, she wasn't 100% sold on it ever. She doesn't like the camera. She doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't want the attention. It was something that she did because, me and her have a good relationship. So she gave it a shot on the strength of me. I want to point that out. One thing I want to point out too is when she came on the show, she said to y'all that she didn't really understand the direction of the show where we was going with it.
Right.
And she was like, I couldn't give her that. Mm-hmm. I was trying to explain to her that there is no solid way of doing a podcast. Like, no one's trying to copycat off Math Hoffa or Joe Button or
$1 million worth of game.
No one's trying to copycat. You got to come with your own style. That's why I was trying to explain to her, like, Nothing But Love is going to be our own style.
That's a fact.
And I don't think she grasped the whole concept because it was very difficult to even get on camera to do it. That was a task. So,
but I must say, she's a natural though.
Yeah, definitely.
She did good.
Definitely.
She did good.
So I'm going to take a little blame on that part of it. Maybe I could have explained a little bit better. A lot of people were asking, where's Kira? They haven't seen a lot of episodes. Kira has a lot.
Hold on. I got to ask the question.
Okay.
Where is Kira?
Kira has a lot going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, she has a lot going on right now. And her schedule, to be honest with you, doesn't align with ours. There's quite a few episodes. The Pete Rock episode she missed. That was out of her control. She missed the Mike B. That was out of her control. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So she got a lot going on right now. So, it's something that, we could probably explore down the road. But, me and Mano, we got our foot on the gas. We can't slow down.
Absolutely. And to the audience, man, if y'all love Kira, man, just leave those comments, man. Leave the heart emoji, the hand heart emoji, and just say, you miss Kira, man. Let us know. Get in the comments, hit the like button, let us know how you feel about Kira. It's easy to just send the comments. Let her see the love that the audience and the fans have for her.
The next topic is Shannon Holmes.
Shannon.
So Shannon Holmes from the Bronx, New York, a dude early in life. He ran into some trouble with the law, went to jail, unfortunately. And his last stretch in jail was like a 5-year stretch, which he smartened up, got his GED in jail, and decided to write a book in jail.
Yeah.
Write a whole novel in jail. He wrote Be More Careful. I want y'all to Google that. Be More Careful. It sold 500,000 copies maybe 6 months before he came home. So he wrote publishers. He was sending the book out to everybody. The lady who wrote, what is it, True to the Game? She's from Philly. I forgot her name. She believed in him. That was one of the writers that he sent the book to. She picked it up, got him the deal. Boom. It was in the mix. He sold, like I said, 500,000 copies from jail. Came home to money, and the rest was history. I think with Shannon, we could have did a little bit better job because there was a lot of the viewers that wanted to know the process of, if they want to write a book, what's the procedure and stuff like that. A lot of people was asking me a lot of those questions, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And one thing we're not going to do is drink Hennessy with Shannon
anymore,
ever.
Hello.
Shannon, no more Hennessy.
Shannon, no more Henny for you. No more dark water, bro. No more dark water.
You had Kira and her sister scared.
Yeah. I was scared, Shannon. Literally, I was scared. Okay.
So Shannon's my guy. Shout out to Shannon. In life, things happen very untimely because 6 months later, Shannon dropped the movie for the book.
That's the premiere we went to.
We went to his premiere. It was in Harlem at Magic Johnson Theater in Harlem. We went to the premiere. He had an after party. We was with him the whole way and showed him love and support. And he got a couple other big things coming up. I'm not going to talk about right now, but he's in the mix right now. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Word. Next person, Sonny Boy, who's the designer of Fitchett.
S. Dot.
No. I want to give a big happy birthday shout out to Sonny. His birthday's today.
Happy birthday.
He's out in Miami with
somebody hit the applause
my Bronx
button,
school.
Please hit the applause button for Sonny. Hit the applause one time.
It's cool.
There you go.
That's our engineer guy. Shout out to France. France, it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
Pop that bottle we gave you too, Sonny. Stop playing.
So
it's your birthday.
Today's Sonny's birthday. Once again, happy birthday. Shout out to Sonny. He's in Miami right now with my homeboys from the Bronx. Shout out to Edenwood Projects. You know what I mean? Sonny came on here. Shout out to Sonny. Cleared up a few. It was some heavy rumors, with the whole Nipsey Hussle thing. And he cleared that whole situation up. I definitely wanted to know because I was happy for Sonny. I thought he was out of here. He's supposed to move to California and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he cleared that up crystal clearly. And even with Sonny, I think we dropped the ball a little bit. We could have got a little more in depth with the business side and broke down numbers for up and coming.
He was informative though. He really was
designers.
No,
Sonny, where I think I was most impressed at with him was the research he does.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
Clothing and everything. His
Absolutely.
research is like real in depth.
He's a clothier.
He knows about people, their family, designers
Dates,
that you wouldn't think about.
Birthdays.
He knows the kids' names and all that. His research is crazy.
Absolutely.
So I love his ethic. It made me want to step my game up as a clothing designer, Moneymike Clothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So word. Yeah. Next we have Wally World from the Bronx.
Wally World.
So Wally World is a guy who is producing the play.
Brain
freeze.
Checklist.
The Checklist.
Absolutely. The Checklist.
And off-Broadway play.
It's supposed to come back out in like June, right? What happened?
Right. I think it got pushed back because there's a couple of things going on.
Okay.
So one thing Wally World wanted to point out is that he should have took advantage of touring New York. And when I mean touring New York, I think Wally only did like the Bronx, maybe the city, but he was saying he should have took advantage of Brooklyn, Queens, Westchester, and then take the show on the road because he was looking into like leaving New York, Philly, and stuff like that. But he said he should have took advantage of New York first.
Absolutely.
But one thing I want y'all to realize is that Wally, if y'all don't know, he when he was trying to go to Rock Nation for them to get involved and pick up the play, that didn't work out. It was a numbers game that goes on. Some of y'all might not realize that. But he ran into a couple other producers, and they want him to shoot a pilot for a TV show for the checklist. So that's what's on the table right now. He's in the mix of shooting a pilot to make it a TV show. That's major. Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying? Dope. So he's in the mix of that. Shout out to Wally.
Shout out to Wally's brother.
Shout out to Wally's brother too.
Yep,
you know, those two are pretty much running the show over there.
Yeah. Shout out to the whole Burgos family.
Shout out to the Tyler, Denise. Yep. Shout out to the sister, Asia. Shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to the moms. The moms, we hung out with the moms. The moms is mad cool.
Beautiful soul.
Down to earth. Like down to earth.
Yes. Her click just like that when I met her.
Yes.
Nice lady.
Very down to earth.
Absolutely.
Their whole family system is very supportive.
Yeah. You know. Being that we on the Burgos family, let's talk about the Tyler's get together. The book signing.
So yes, the niece wrote a book. She had a major book signing.
And that's Tyler Breeze Marie on Instagram.
Breeze Marie, and Breeze Marie is her book name, right?
Yeah. Her book is called
Ego, right?
Something Halter.
Yeah, I can't remember it. And she also has what's the series on Tubi?
Preto.
Yeah, Petro or Preto?
Preto. Preto.
Yeah, so she has a series on Tubi. Yeah. That's dope. She ran into some issues. It was on YouTube. I think she had like 1 million views, but I don't think she LLC'd it, so she couldn't get paid or nothing. So she had got a Tubi deal, and that's dope. So she made a little comeback with that.
Yeah, she definitely doing a thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? She does. She got a couple of rap songs, a couple of singles she got out.
Yes, definitely.
Just a dope individual, man. You know, I wish her the best.
Yes.
And you know, the doors are still open for you, baby, to come up here.
Yeah. We gotta get you the number below.
Get that interview.
Breeze Marie. Yeah. We waiting for you.
Waiting for you, baby. All right.
So the next person, Pete Rock. So Pete Rock from Money Earning Mount Vernon, very good friend of mine.
I reminisce.
And came on the show. Something in the makings, which I gotta understand with this podcast scheduling is crazy. Pete Rock's schedule is crazy. 1 minute he's here, then he's overseas, then he's back. So it was like a little tug of war getting him on the show with the scheduling. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, he gave the phone call out of nowhere, and boom, he just showed up. That's how it happens. You got to have patience in this game, right, man?
Absolutely, you got to have a lot of patience because people get busy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's definitely not intentional. Sometimes, you know, they caught up. You know what I mean? You just gotta roll with it, roll with the punches and the waves. You know.
Right. So one thing about Pete recently, he was a little upset. They got the hip hop 50th thing.
Yeah, that's today. And no. Is it?
I'm not sure on the day, but on a whole.
No, the Uncle L shit is today.
Okay, but everyone's doing the hip hop 50th. MTV, everybody's doing. Because it's the 50th year of hip hop.
So Rock the Bells is what's happening today.
On Saturday. Yeah. It's happening on Saturday. But every station, network is doing a tribute to the 50th of hip hop because that's this year.
Absolutely.
So everyone's doing it. So Pete was a little upset because I can't remember the network. Don't quote me on it. But he was upset because Hev wasn't getting a lot of love from Hev was getting no love. And Hev was a cornerstone in rap. Yeah. And but there was a lot of people that was hitting me up saying that, you know, it seems like they went back only like maybe 30 years of hip hop because they wasn't going back the whole 50. A lot of people hit me up about that.
50 would be, exactly.
Yeah, 50 you going back to Cold Crush and
50 is actually going back to 69,
Melly Mel
70, 71,
and way back.
Yeah, that's like 71, 72.
But the publicity of it is like 30 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not 50.
Yeah, about 30 years, 35 years.
That's what the issue a lot of people have.
No, really 40. I would say 40.
Nah, they're not going back 40. They're going back 30.
Yeah,
about 30, 28. 40 would be like, I don't hear them talking about Kool Herc, Melly Mel, none of them.
40 is 80, 83.
That's Melly Mel, Kool Herc, and them. And I don't hear them talking about them, period.
983.
Huh?
83 is Run DMC. It came out in 82. Suck MCs came out in 82.
So what's Kool Herc?
Kool Herc is 78. Yeah,
And they're not talking about him.
No, they're not talking about him.
At all.
At all. Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right.
So that's what people are upset about.
The cutoff is Run DMC, I would say.
That's what people are upset about, including Pete Rock. And so shout out to Pete Rock for putting that recognition out there.
Shout out to Amir.
And shout out Amir. He came on the show. Yep. But I want to get back to the 50 of hip hop, what Pete did. Pete went on Instagram and was beefing about it. And Queen Latifah, Snoop Dogg, someone else, they started a petition to get a whole bunch of rappers. They're supposed to be doing something all together. It's supposed to be coming up. So
okay, that's good.
Make sure y'all look out for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to Amir. They came to the show. Pete brought him to the show. His inspiring rapper. That was dope. Pete broke down that how there's an agency overseas. You could get bookings.
Yeah. If
you was relevant, you could get bookings and stuff like that. So he was getting bookings, quite hefty amount of bread he's making overseas. The money's overseas nowadays. But yeah, Pete blessed us with his greatness. Anything you want to add to that?
I mean, Pete's dope, man. Just in general, you know what I'm saying? His work ethic, you know what I'm saying, his perseverance over the years, how he stays relevant. Just a great guy. It was a funny part when he was telling us how he got sick on the road, and he said he took something called alligator pepper.
Alligator pepper.
What the hell?
It was like a drink.
Yeah.
And he said he drunk it the next day, wiped out everything.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I need some of the alligator pepper. Some of that.
Yes, Pete is a good guy.
That's a fact.
Guy.
Yes, sir.
Next we have the infamous Mike B.
Mike B. Stylist.
So I'll let you get
connoisseur, just you name it. Great dude, man, from Greenburgh, New York.
Right.
His story is just impeccable, man. He has a great story from Bad Boy to styling damn to everybody in the business. Just a great dude, good soul, good spirit. And he's still doing his thing, man. He's staying relevant, staying innovative. Just did an interview with Angie Martinez a few months back. He came to our show twice.
Right.
He got part 1, part 2.
Right.
He's just out. He's working, man. He's out here working. He's pushing his brand, which is I Bogart. You know what I'm saying? He's just doing his thing, man. Good.
And you know the Mike B thing that was untimely. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't calculated, planned. Mano brought him to my attention, and he didn't realize the relationship me and Mike B had. Me and Mike B had a relationship before the music industry. I know him back in the day.
Right.
So, you know, it made everything easy. And coincidentally, Mike already did the Angie Martinez show, which was dope. You know, they talked about Big and everything, so that was dope. So I bring that up to say, like, me and Mano, we're the producers of the show. Everything falls on us, the content and everything. So, you know, we doing something right when the people we picking, Angie Martinez is picking, and people of such statures are picking, or people coming out with movies that we have on the show months later.
Absolutely.
You know, this ain't by accident that we picking them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So, you know, everybody want to be a producer out here, but you got to be able to call the shots and say, nah, that's not the vision. Yes, that is the vision.
Yeah.
You got to be a shot caller. You know, that's what a producer is. And I'm going to take a page out of Dame Dash book. You have to put up the money.
That's a fact. You got to put some money up, man. Stop being tight, man.
You got to put up the money, and you better have some marketing dollars, too.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you got to build your legacy from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? It's no halfway. It's no cutting corners. You got to do it right. You know, you got to take care of the people that take care of you. Got to be loyal. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put that money out, man. You got to whatever you believe in, fund it. You know what I'm saying? Make it happen. Like, make it a reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about it. Go out there and make it a reality.
Right. So,
you know what I'm saying? I also want to shout out to World Tour. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. That's what you call his man too.
Groovy Lou.
Groovy Lou, man.
World Tour. Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. World Tour for Money on the Mount Vernon.
Good dude. And I want to shout out to Groovy Styles. He's another one of our sponsors.
Groovy
you know
Lou.
Saying, for the show, the NuttinButLuv show.
Yes.
That's Groovy Styles at groovystyles.com and Groovy Styles on Instagram. Great company, great clothing, and just great people behind that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we got to go to the second. What's that? Mike B. That was the first one we did, right?
That was the first one we did, and then we came back and did a part 2 because we couldn't fit everything in one show. It was just so much that we talked about. We didn't get a chance to talk about his clothing line. We didn't get a chance to go in depth about him leaving the styling world because things slowed up.
Right.
And he started to do his own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get his own clients on his own, nothing to do with Bad Boy and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting.
And he also styled our man,
Who's that?
Guy Fisher.
Oh yeah, he styled Guy Fisher. He styled quite a few people.
He styled a couple of people, man.
A few people, you know what I'm
in
saying?
The game, man.
Right now, that's like in the mix right now. Guy Fisher, like I said, he styled the dude from Third Base.
Styled Ludacris.
When they was at Webster Hall. Yeah.
There's a lot of people, man.
Mike is doing his thing. That was a good move that he did.
And his clothing line is dope, man. Once again, that's iBogard, iBogard.com.
Yes.
Dope.
Look out for him on Instagram and the website iBogard. It'll pop up.
Absolutely.
And he's doing his thing. He made a good move, and it shows. It shows the work that he's putting in. It shows big time. The next person we have is Iborn.
Listen, man, Iborn's my man. You know what I'm saying? I've known Iborn for over 30 years. Great guy. His story is just.
Tell the viewers where Iborn's from and all that.
Iborn's from Money Earner Mount Vernon. His name is Chad. You know what I mean? He's from Money Earner Mount Vernon. He's just a pillar in Mount Vernon. Everybody knows him. You know what I'm saying? From the rap scene to the Nation of Islam to the 5% Nation to just everything. Everything he's doing and has done is positive in the upliftment of us as a people. You know what I'm saying? He helps the children. You know what I'm saying? He helps just everybody. He's just a good dude, man, you know. And right now, you know what I'm saying, he's doing his rap thing. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot going on. So shout out to him.
I think it was dope that Iborn came on the show and he got a little bit of trouble. It cost him like 5.5 years of his life.
Absolutely.
And he did a 360. He was able to do a 360 and he got the what is that thing when you get something expunged out your
he got the certificate of relief.
Certificate of relief. A lot of people are getting up on that now.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, you damn near have to be clean for like damn near 20 years to get a certificate of relief. Yeah. Now I think it's like 5.
Yeah.
If you're clean 5 years, boom, you get a certificate of relief and your record gets expunged. So that was dope.
Shout out to him.
I had a lot of people reach out to me like, yo, that was dope, the certificate of relief. I didn't realize how many people was really up on that after that episode. So that was dope. And it just showed the growth in him from the rap, jail and stuff like that. It showed the growth. People go through tribes and tribulations in their life, and that was dope. But right now, we're gonna take a break, pay some bills. We have to give a shout out to this episode is sponsored by Undeniable.
Undeniable, baby.
Mano has the Undeniable t-shirt.
See it.
He's a designer for Money Earner Mount Vernon. He's sponsoring this episode of NuttinButLuv podcast show. I got the Undeniable. This is another t-shirt. You go to his website, undeniable.com. These are the shorts I got on, Undeniable. You go to his Instagram page, Undeniable20. It's on Instagram, just like how I'm saying it. Yeah. Shout out to him for giving us the pieces and sponsoring the show. Yeah. This good episode.
Good quality. Nice.
Oh yeah,
heavy.
No, good thick. Quality. Yo. Okay. Dwayne, we got.
You
we
gotta
talk.
worry about this. No limp balls. No limp balls.
Now this ain't no limp balls material.
Nice cotton material. You heard?
So shout out to my boy Dwayne. Met him during COVID and it was dope. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. We gonna pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Yeah, what up, peoples? So we back at it, man, the NuttinButLuv podcast. First of all, I want to give another shout out, man, to this shirt is just so dope. Undeniable, man. Yes, my man Dwayne from Money Earner Mount Vernon. Yes. I don't know, it's like, I don't know this cotton, man. So is this Is this Egyptian cotton or something,
listen, man, it's good quality.
Shit feel good as hell,
It's good quality. Shorts is a good quality.
Product, bro. I like the way this feels,
Shorts is a good quality. Dwayne, get me some more pieces.
Undeniable.
I'm going to the club. I'm going to the club next weekend.
Yes, sir. That's Undeniable20 on Instagram and undeniable.com. You know what I'm saying? Great clothing line. You know what I'm saying? He got shorts, he has T-shirts. I think he even has like bucket hats.
Everything. Hats,
socks,
baseball
anything
caps.
you need. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out.
The site is up. He got coats too.
He makes stuff for girls? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
He got a whole website.
Okay, yeah. So check him out. Good guy. Undeniable on Instagram. Undeniable 20.
Yes.
We rocking. But so now we're gonna go into the episode with Raina.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Raina is. I like Raina, man.
Raina, the Spanish Fly.
From Eden Wall Projects.
The Bronx, New York. Yes. That's where I know her from.
Beautiful redhead. I call it a redhead.
Red/blonde. Couple of things. She got a couple of things going on.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Good personality,
good energy. Yes.
Came up and blessed us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, with her time. And she's really, really cool, man. I like her story. I like, the different things she was talking about. And she's just she loves men, meaning like she loves the man. Like she's not a basher of men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She loves her black man and she loves, good people. So that's one thing I picked up on her, you know what I'm saying, her energy. And she likes to smile, she likes to laugh. It's just a real good soul, man.
I want to give a shout out to her show, Truth Be Told.
Yeah.
They doing their thing over there with her co-host and stuff like that. But
absolutely.
Raina's doing her thing. She's been in the game for a while. 2000, I think 12, 13, she said.
Yeah.
So she's well seasoned. She knows exactly what she's doing.
She just had a birthday too, right?
Just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday tour. Birthday tour lasted about 3 weeks. Raina,
Right.
We see you.
Right.
We see you. Sorry,
That's the reason why I didn't come.
Sorry, I missed your birthday, Raina.
Yeah.
Sorry. I missed your birthday. I had a couple of things going on. My
taking
bad.
care of some behind the scenes stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But maybe next week we'll make it.
Yes. Owe you some drinks.
Absolutely.
More.
Next episode was what was it?
Kurt Woodley.
Yeah, Kurt Woodley, man. Wow. Very informative, man.
Yes.
He was the vice president of Uptown.
Under
Right. Andre Harrell.
Andre Harrell's his best friend.
Okay. So he has a resume of just accoladed stuff, man. He was telling us how Puff came to the studio, how he was the one that had to interview Puff.
Yeah, he hired
to be
Puff.
an intern. So
a lot of people thought it was Andre Harrell. It was him.
Yeah, so he actually hired Puff.
And Andre Harrell gave the green light, like, I'm busy. Have us bring somebody. Just handle it for me.
Absolutely.
And he kept it real with Have. Like, look, that's your boy. You want to give him a shot. If you say he good, let's flow with him.
Absolutely.
And that's how deals happen in that era. That what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
And it was funny. Like Kurt Woodley's funny when he was talking about his suit. How he had that suit on and stuff like that. How he was like a nerd. Him and
Andre. Yeah, yes.
And how they couldn't dress and they was just so nerdy and this and that. Stories of those days was just crazy, man. Like just the people that he was able to meet and just come across was just phenomenal, man.
And they came up in rap. Rap was new, so it was everything was learn as you go. So
Absolutely.
Right place, right time. You on.
Yeah.
Just from being there, you got a position if you was around.
Right.
That was the game back then. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got on like that. So he was a part of a good era. Good story. Bounced around, left Andre, went to Rough House. I think he was supposed to go to Warner Brothers. He bounced around from a few. He was doing a lot of consulting work with a lot of people, made a lot of good relationships, and he's still, he's a cancer survivor. That was dope. He lost his deal behind that. He got $1 million. He got $1 million deal when he left Andre. I think it was RCA or MCA, one of them. He got $1 million deal, and 6 months later he caught cancer and he couldn't hold the deal. He lost the deal, but he persevered, fought through it, beat the cancer, and then came back in the music industry and did his thing. And he's still in the mix. I spoke to him the other day, and he's in the mix. He got a few things going on.
Right.
Yeah.
How many episodes? We got 13 episodes?
Yeah, that was 13. We on episode 14 right now.
I remember episode 1, man. I just want to just like go back a little bit, man. Like just basically with my transition, just this whole digital scene, this whole digital media type of lifestyle was never really me. But I feel like, just me being in it, I've learned a lot. I've loosened up. I've been able to, absorb the energy of the camera and the lights and the action. I'm getting better at it as I go. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But once you get it down and you love what you do, you know what I'm saying, it becomes second nature. And that's what it is for me right now. It's starting to become second nature.
One thing I want to say about Mano is you got to want it, okay? Yeah. So I could tell Mano what to do all day, but he got to want it. One thing about Mano, he wanted it. He wanted to learn. He wanted to get better. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his research on his own. I didn't have to hold his hand or drag him and shit like that. Right. No, he wanted it. So that plays a big role. You got to really want it. It's going to show if you really want it.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? You definitely have to want this in this game, man, because if you don't want it, nobody's going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want anything, you got to go out there and get it. You can sit there and pray, and wish, and say, you know, I want $1 million. I want this and this and that. And you're going to be still sitting on that couch wishing. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put things in motion. You got to go out there. You got to network. You got to meet the people. And you got to, okay, so you know what? Another thing, what I really learned about this is that, like, you got to be patient. You really got to be patient with people. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when...
So, Mano, let me ask you a question. Would you say I'm patient?
You're patient?
Yeah, would you say I'm patient?
On the outside to the world, yeah. But me and you, no. Fuck that motherfucker, bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the real, but I know that's a little bit too much info. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you really want an honest answer, you know what I'm saying? To the world, yeah, Mike is real patient.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Very patient.
But behind closed doors, he's cursing you out to the white meat.
I'm very patient. So when I get pushed and people see me get upset, I endured a lot. Right. But I want to emphasize that.
But back to what I was saying. So, like, you just got to be patient with people, especially when it comes to interviews and people lining up interviews with you, because, you know, the world just don't stop for you. You know what I'm saying? These people that you're asking to come on the show, they got a life. They got things going on, and they're trying to win just like you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in a rat race trying to get it so they never got to work again. Everybody's trying to be comfortable to create a situation for them and their families where they're comfortable for life. So you can't be mad if somebody doesn't hold true to a particular date or time, because if they really, really fuck with you, they're going to come around. And if they don't, it'll show. But if they don't be mad, because you're only getting bigger. And as you get bigger, more people are going to want to flock to you anyway, so it doesn't matter. So it's no love lost. And then when you see the person that wasn't able to come to the show or whatever, it's never no love lost. It's like, love, how you doing? We love you still. It's nothing. And we can even have a drink. It's nothing. It's no beef. It's just we understand the struggle because we both in it. We're in the struggle to win, so it is what it is.
Yeah, this whole thing, a lot of it is built off, to be honest with you, relationships.
Absolutely.
A lot of situations fall into our lap because of relationships. Like, I mean, look at Wally. Wally, I was at Chelsea House, bumped into him. Me and him was laughing, joking, having a good time. Actually, we did a video. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let's do the show. He's like, bet, next week. Right. It just happened just like that, just that simple. Some people are easy. Some people is like 3 weeks, a month in the makings. It's like up and down. It's the game. It's what it is.
Yeah, but to piggyback on Mike said, you know, relationships, everything. Like, same way with our Born. You know what I'm saying? It was a phone call away. Like, yo, listen, man. You know what I'm saying? I need you up on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't have a show without you up there, man. You got a hell of a story to tell. And he just opened up, man. Like, yo, I'm there, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Without no problem. The same with Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sonny got a great relationship. That's Sonny from Fichette. You know what I'm saying, clothing line. I hit him up like, yo, Sonny, what's up, man? Yo, need you to come into the NuttinButLuv party. He said, yeah, man, no doubt. I see what you're doing. I want to be a part of it. I want to come up there. And you know what I'm saying? He did. So, you know, like Mike said, the relationships is everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Having good, long-lasting relationship where we never burn nobody. It's no beef. It's no cutthroat shit. We just two good individuals that have stood the test of time. And we still here. We rocking.
Right, absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. Yeah. So one thing we're gonna touch on is we're gonna take it back a little bit to the essence of the NuttinButLuv podcast. Where we first started, we started with Ariel.
That's my girl.
So Ariel is a young black entrepreneur who has her own business. She has an event space. It's called Rascal's Den. It's dope. I think
it's located in Mount Vernon, New York.
Located in Mount Vernon. I think her square footage is like 2,500 square feet. Big spot. Mm-hmm. She has one area where she has like a graffiti wall. It's dope. I always want to do something at that graffiti wall. It just stands out. Crazy. She got TVs all over the space. The spot is white. Spot is dope. I did a situation. My father died, passed away. I did a repast there. It was dope. It was a smash hit. I did a pop-up shop there. That was a smash hit. A lot of people from Harlem came up to Mount Vernon, showed love, supported. It was dope. But
tell the people how that situation even came about with us doing our first episode there, how she embraced us.
Oh yeah, I called her up. Me and her always have a good relationship. I told her what I was doing. She said, you know, anything I could do to make you successful. That was her statement when I called her. So we just want to share with the viewers, like, that's the type of time we on. That's what type of love we gravitate into. You know what I mean? That people want to see you win, and they're winning already. Mm-hmm. She's winning already. She got the spot.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So she embraced us, came through. Mano didn't even know her. She embraced him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That was his first time.
Nice big hug. Thanks, Ariel.
So we did the first episode there. It was dope. And that she was a part of the whole learning process.
Right, absolutely. And then from there, we got with Double Door.
Double Door, yeah. Dwayne, shout out to Dwayne. Right. Dwayne was a big help.
Right. So the people know these are event spaces. These are people that helped with our technical background and support to bring the Nothing But Love show to you. Right. It was a lot of pieces that were involved, a lot of people, and these are just a few of them that helped get us to where we are today.
Absolutely.
So we did it.
Big
with
shout out to Dwayne, Double Door.
Yeah, tell them how that situation came about.
So we kind of like wanted to go on tour with the whole podcast situation. So we spreading love at everybody's spot, giving them recognition too. So Dwayne's spot, he had more options to choose from at his event space. He had 2 different rooms, and more options. So, and I went to high school with Dwayne. Me and him's cool. We had a relationship from high school. Actually, somebody called to do a podcast with me, but he didn't have an event space at the time. So I called Dwayne, told him about the guy. They knew each other. We filmed the episode talking about Moneymike clothing. And so Dwayne's always been very helpful, whatever he can do. And then with the situation, you know, we wanted to bring the Nothing But Love show over there. It was like, yo, go down there. My work is there. Whatever you need, boom. He wasn't even there. We went there, did the whole setup, brought our engineers there at the time. Shout out to Mike and Mars. Went over there, brought our whole setup.
Yeah, shout out to them.
And shout out. We did Vinny Idol there, actually. And that was dope. You know, that was a whole learning experience. We was taking the process in of filming, learning the process, learning what's a 2-camera shot and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Of such, right, man?
Yep.
You know what I'm
Sound checks and everything.
Sound checks, all that.
And I want to touch on that too. So like in this game, you got to understand that like where you start is not where you're always going to finish. So in knowing that, you start from the beginning and you move around and you get comfortable and you learn the trade and this, but then you find places and people that you're comfortable with that bring about the best in you. You know what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. So we moved around, we got, you know, to be in different places and different spots and everything. And then we ended up in Barron Studios with my man Franz. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me, Barron Stages. And that's located in Mount Vernon on McQuestion Parkway. It's a great guy, man. I mean, his studio is over 7,000 square feet. You know what I'm saying? He has multiple rooms. He does events for parties, anniversaries, videos, movies, the Nothing But Love podcast.
Yes.
And so, you know, this guy's a really good guy, great businessman, honest, and just a great place to bring whatever ideas or views or any kind of work that you want to bring to the world. He's here for you. You know what I'm saying? He can do it, and he can make it happen for you.
So I want to touch on something, keeping it so real with y'all, because, you know, sometimes a lot of people think the process is very easy, and it's not. Yeah. So me and Mano ran into a problem where scheduling. We needed backup studios, and someone told me, like, maybe when we was in the midst of maybe filming the first one, they was like, yo, you're gonna need backup engineers, backup studios. And it went over my head at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so 3 episodes later, we ran into like the scheduling, the days and stuff like that. So we had to find that. So me and Mano did like some incredible research in like 72 hours. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
And it was real intense. Like we met a lot of people in 72 hours.
Nice studios too. We caught up with
about 5
studios,
people,
right?
Lot of people, and people passing information very freely.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get out there.
A lot
of
information is free, people. All you gotta do is ask. Ask questions.
Ask and get out there.
Yeah, you'd be surprised who want to help you, man.
Me and Mano was like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, you got to get out.
Driving in the car. Yeah. Yo, they go to address and all.
Yeah, absolutely. Pulling up, knocking on the door like, yo, are you a studio? Yeah. Nah, I ain't no studio. Nah, what you mean?
What's your name again?
I see the equipment.
Yo, I need to talk to you real quick.
What you talking about, my dude? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Velvet Room and
Shout out to the Velvet Room.
Shout out to him.
Quick story about the Velvet Room. We go to the Velvet Room. Dude got a studio in his house in the garage. Yeah. All right. Now it might sound a little crazy. Studio state of the art. Am I saying it right, Mike?
Banging.
State
of the art.
Of the art in his garage. Okay?
I'm talking about 48 tracks, everything.
Yo, all that.
He had crazy.
And it's the Velvet Room because it's red.
Yes.
Yo, the dope joint. So we was about to leave because I'm ringing his front bell. I'm like, man, you sure this is the address?
I'm like, nah, this is it, my
Because
dude.
online, you see the studio is dope. It looked like it's at like a warehouse or something. Don't look like a house. I'm like, we gotta have the wrong address. Right. Out of nowhere, garage door opens up. So he's like, yeah, this is it, but I only do appointments, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So we like, damn, we really want to talk to you. We told him the situation real quick. He was like, yo, just call me. Maybe I can give you an appointment. And then he kept it real. He was like, I'm working with someone right now. So he's like, oh, okay. I think I might have said, who you working with? He said, Grand Poopa. I was like, Grand Poopa's my man.
So as soon as he said Grand Poopa, his man, Mike pushed him out the way. Oh, that's my man. Pushed him out the way in his own garage, in his own motherfucking garage, and walked past him. Yo, Poopa, what up? Poopa, yo, oh shit, yo, what up, Mike? Yo, what's up, my dude? So when the dude seen that, he like, oh shit, this dude is somebody. All right. So then they start talking business or whatever, and that shit was great. But how you push somebody out their own garage to see the client? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, man. But I mean,
shout out to Grand Poopa from New Rochelle.
Shout out to Grand Poopa.
Yeah, good guy.
But
very
sometimes
good
you
guy.
got to be aggressive in this business, but be respectfully aggressive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Velvet Room is dope.
Sometimes you got to push people out the way. Get out the way and let me make this move, man.
Velvet Room is dope. Yeah. Velvet Room is dope.
Good joint.
So it was a process, and then Barron Studios came about. So I come to Barron Studios. Shout out to Franz, who's the owner of Barron Studio Stages. Okay? Yeah. Came here. Mano couldn't make it. He was running behind. So I came here. Yo, when I came in the studio, all I seen, he had like 7 rooms. They showed me 3. And like the 3rd room was like this blue room. I was like, it's over. I called Mano like on the spot. I'm like, yo, this is it. He's like, what? I'm like, yo.
I thought something was wrong. I'm eating
like,
my food. I'm gonna choke on my food.
I said, yo, this is it. I did a little video, sent him the video. He seen it. He was like, yo, that shit is dope. I'm like, yo, this is it. Yeah. And the rest is history. So the moral to the story is you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work. And we stumble upon this from a relationship.
Absolutely.
Of another person.
Absolutely.
In a relationship. And you gotta be willing to share your story with everybody. I know people say, oh, don't tell people your business before it happened, but you got to be able to talk to some people.
Some people.
You got to know who to talk to. Because I made a phone call, talked to somebody about the situation, and they told me about Franz and Barron Stages, and just like that, that's how it happened. So relationships.
Absolutely.
That's the name of the game.
Absolutely. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then like, just the episodes in general, man, like they're just really, really great episodes. And it's like the way all of the episodes came about is like timeless, you know what I'm saying? It's like each one is like just a testament to the whole theme of Nothing But Love.
You said you wanted to talk about Kira, something about Kira.
Oh yeah, we can talk about Kira. Speaking about Kira, I mean that's episode number 4, man. That's one of my favorite episodes, you know what I'm saying? Kira is just a good girl. good and natural. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fun filming with her. Her energy is just good on camera. And I just like, you know, the different things we were talking about. We had a lot we talked about in that episode, right?
Oh, yeah, we talked about a lot.
We talked about playoffs. We talked about bottle popping.
Yeah, we talked about
the Will Smith smack.
We talked about that.
Chris Rock.
We had some good episodes with Wiley with her. She asked Wiley where did he find love at.
Right. But let's touch on episode 4 because I'm always putting up the skit.
Okay.
The skit when you were saying about if a girl asks you for money, right, she's a bum. Expound on that. I want you to expound because a lot of people, we've been putting that up. Everybody want to know what's wrong with Mike. What's he doing? Now we give Mike an opportunity to explain why he said what he said.
So I'm gonna keep it real. Like, the women in my life that I experienced that got the most out of me didn't ask. I'm just keeping that 1,000. I could take it back to my son's mother. Never asked. She done seen me with fucking 15,000. Never asked. You know how there's some other girls that see you with 15,000. It's like, yo, I need $1,000. Da 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 da. You know, so you gotta know who's real and who ain't. You understand what I'm saying? When you've been outside as long as me, you got to know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So, me personally, you do much better if you don't ask. So, a person's going to do it. If he's going to do it, it's off the heart, I feel. That's how I operate. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's dope. But the only part that the people want to know about is why do they have to be a bum if they ask?
Because I ran across chicks who the ones who usually ask, then they want more.
Okay.
And then
so it's almost like
and then some of them don't have no coof. Okay, because so you asking me for 1,000, but this bum ass nigga, why he get the $100?
Right.
You're not gonna ask him for 5. You ask him for 100.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Am I saying it right, man? Or what?
No, you saying it right?
That's how it be going out here.
All we're doing is clarifying for the people. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to put something out there. Shout out to my guy B.I. I want to put something out here, right here. Yo, listen, man. A lot of ever since the COVID relief money and all that's over,
a lot of shit got slowed up.
I don't see people going to Jew Lang Tao. Listen, a lot of you
say
girls,
less.
Hold on. A lot of you girls could forget it. It's to the point where y'all gonna have to like a dude because y'all like him.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah. Because the money.
This is where you gotta get to know the nigga.
Now you just gotta like him because he work out now. Like he just
like I really like your eyebrows.
Yeah, you got a
your
nice
hairline.
Like,
is dope.
You're looking good. Yeah. Yeah.
Am I saying it right, man?
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta like the basics now because that money and that flash,
listen,
it's over with, man.
It's over.
You know what I mean?
We outside.
There's no more money out here unless you go out and you gotta make it and you gotta get it and I don't know, you gotta secure it, man, because this we in a time. Yeah,
you're not going to Peter Luger's. You can forget that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You forget these high end joints.
And speaking on that, let's just talk about inflation.
Oh yeah,
inflation is crazy. And inflation is just it's like a noose around everybody's neck, man. It's like you can't even make enough money before they taking it from you, man, with the inflation.
Well, a couple of scary things with inflation. So with the inflation, everything's going up. Rent is going up. So I'm just a little confused. How is it a 2-bedroom on Southern Boulevard is like fucking $2,300? A 2-bedroom on Southern Boulevard is $2,300. Like I come outside, there's a shootout down the block. Like what the fuck? Somebody just got robbed on scooters.
Yeah,
over there, and it's $2,300. If you pay $2,300, you want the doorman. I got the gym.
You gotta have a house for $2,300. Yeah,
not $2,300, and I might have to put a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
So inflation is driving rent up in New York. When we're just talking about New York, it's driving rent up in New York. It's driving it hit the food. Food is double in the supermarket, right? Yeah. Gas is pretty much staying high, right?
Gas is steady.
But just the food, I'm gonna say, the food and the rent is crazy. That rent situation is getting out of hand.
The food is crazy.
Yeah,
you can't even get you go to a store like deli and you get turkey and cheese a bag of Doritos, and a Snapple. That shit is like $13, $14.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact.
Really?
Yeah,
and that's just lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go get a pizza, the pizza be like $4, $4.50.
No. Let's back this up.
What?
I got a slice pepperoni with a large drink. That shit was $6.50. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, but this rent shit is getting out of hand.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get a house, man.
Rent is getting out of
Shout
hand.
out to the homeowners, man.
Shout out to the homeowners.
Man.
Rent is getting out of hand in New York, and it's getting real scary and spooky.
It's getting real
out
scary,
here.
man. It's gonna get to a point where you said
spooky
nobody's
out
gonna
here.
pay their rent.
And with the rent thing, they're saying that the inflation is driving everything up like 70-80%, meaning, and then your pay is only going up 12-13%.
Yeah.
Those numbers are not adding up. Your pay is not catching up to the rent situation.
It's not.
And then, like I was telling Maine, I was looking at the analysts, what they were saying. I sent them the article. It's going to get to the point where people are going to stop paying rent. Like, that's happening in Atlanta and California right now. It's like an epidemic. Like, no one's paying rent for the last 10 months, 12 months, because it's crazy. They ran into some altercation. Everything was high anyway. Yeah. And, like, what happens? You know, it's crazy. And there's no solution base.
Yeah, it's no solution.
There's no solution base right now.
There's no solution because I don't know. It's all what party is in office right now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What I'm saying? I don't want to get into all the politics, man, but there's no money flowing under this administration.
But I'm going to say this. Now is the time more than ever. I know this is something that people talked about in the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. I really think you need to pay attention to your surroundings, who you communicate with. You need to cut off the fat. If this nigga right here don't make sense, don't hang with him. Yeah. And really get with some cool people and take a chance on doing something with somebody.
Yeah, gotta take a chance.
You know what I'm saying? This is the time. Yeah. This is it.
This is it because you don't do it now, you're going to drown.
You're going to drown if you don't try to put a play together and run the play. Yeah. You're going to drown.
So I want to ask you, so basically we're going to wrap it up in a couple minutes. What is our direction? What do you feel our direction is for the future of NuttinButLuv? We got 13 episodes. Where are we going from here?
Okay, so I'm gonna kick some game right now. So the game is, right, a lot of these sponsorships be when you get to 20, 25 episodes, right? So your 20, 25 episodes is your resume. So you're taking your resume to the sponsorships. And when I say sponsorships, I'm talking about American Express, Mercedes-Benz, Heineken, Tubi. It could be even Tubi. And they're going to look at your resume. If your content is good, you don't even have to do like 1 million viral, whatever. It could have been like 5,000, 10,000. Guess what? You get a deal. And guess who's a prime example of this? Wiley and Gilly. They got 100 million from Barstool. Do you know what Barstool is? Because I never heard of them.
Yeah, shout out to $1 million worth of game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to $1 million worth of game.
Barstool is like a betting type of agency.
Yeah. But I never heard of them.
Yeah.
Until them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I commend them for going out there, getting their deal. They stuck together. I mean, they're related, but they stuck together, and they made it happen. And Wallow was talking about how, he used to do these skits in the rain. Yeah, where he talks real positive. It'd be pouring rain.
Absolutely.
And he was like, people used to make fun of him, laugh at him, because they didn't understand what was going on. Mm-hmm. So when he said that, I said to myself, I could relate, because when me and Maino did the first 3 episodes, people didn't understand, well, where y'all going with this? What's y'all direction, right? Yeah. Everybody was asking that.
Yeah, everybody, they said that.
Where y'all going with this?
Absolutely.
I don't see, everybody want to know where. So what are y'all going to talk about? Like, they act like me and him can't put something together and talk about stuff. What are y'all going to talk about? This and that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say things started shifting. Once we got to episode 7, 8, it was, I see the vision. I see where y'all going. Am I saying it right, man?
I wouldn't say, I'd say 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
But I'm talking about the statements.
Oh, yeah.
Shifted dramatically.
Absolutely.
It was, I see it now. I see what y'all doing. I understand what's going on. So, you got to give it time. Everything's a process.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I want to give a shout out real quick to Nothing's Normal podcast. Spanx comes out of Greenburg, New York, White Plains.
Spanx.
County Spanx. Yes, he invited us to a show. We talked about a lot. He got a dope show, dope situation. Stick with it. I think he's up to episode like 18, 19. He's doing his thing up there. He's very good friends with Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. As y'all know,
Shout out to them.
they came out during COVID, like a little before COVID, and they just blew up. They like on top of the world. Like their numbers is crazy. You know, they're about to do a big joint in Atlanta or Florida in Invest Fest. Invest Fest. Dope joint. Puff is on it. They got all the big dogs on it.
They got the billionaire, the black billionaire guy.
Yeah. They got a lot of people on that joint. It's a big joint. I think it's like 30,000 people. Some crazy number. So shout out to Earn Your Leisure. I seen them the other day up in White Plains. Good people, man. We've been meeting some good people in the last 6 months, 7 months.
Absolutely. It's only gonna get better, baby.
Yes. So right now we're gonna wrap up the show. Once again, want to give a big shout out to Dwayne, clothing designer, Undeniable, who sponsored this episode of the Nothing But Love podcast. Undeniable. You could check him out on Instagram. His website is undeniableww.com, and it's dope. He gave me this T-shirt, the shorts. He got hats, everything. He got a whole full lineup.
Socks, everything.
So go check him out. He sponsored the episode of Nothing But Love. More to come. All sponsorships. Anybody who want to sponsor that episode, just hit me up. Hit me or Mano up, and we could work out the numbers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it's all love. It's Nothing But Love.
Fact. Signing out, baby.
All right.